All right, what's up? It's your CL co-player. So today, uh, so recently I've been studying a lot of Chen, watching a lot of Chen, watching a lot of Oko in general. I've been watching some Ryder, some Jeff, but mostly Chen. Um, and I can see um Chen and Ryder. I think Ryder understands this, but um, I think this is more so because I think it'll be informative to like the future CIOCO players. Um, so basically, I've been studying Chen, and I think his gameplay is really good. I didn't think he was. I Back when I first started playing the game, I used to think he was just the aggressive AOCO, and I used to find Jeffrey Manson's gameplay to be really attractive. I guess that's how I wanted my gameplay to be, just setting forward up on niggas all the time. Which is definitely something you can do in the character and something you should do if the opportunity presents itself. But yeah, I think this will be good for um any new CRCO players. I got some matches. I kind of just loaded this. Oh, I looked up the first of 10. Um, I'm gonna just leave it right here because I might go to it. But so basically, the way Chen plays, I'm gonna just say how I used to view the character. I used to think, okay, this is how I used to view her, how I thought you should play her, which is a valid way of playing her. I just think it's hard to do it consistently, without getting respect first. So I used to think that you should just set up. You just need to try to set up for it, and move it forward all the fucking time, which is definitely something you should do. But when you do that all the time, and basically what I'm saying is when you constantly on the defensive, your opponent eventually catches on to when you like to do shit like rain or orb set or held orb set, especially held orb set. Characters like this character on screen right now, Seiko Haku, they good at blowing you up for that. Or just even if you constantly retreating with your movement, like your opponent catches on to this shit eventually. And I used to think you just had to set orbs better. You just need to try to set regardless. Basically, what I'm saying in the beginning, I'm a defensive player by nature, and I've had to learn how to, I guess, be aggressive. I'm doing like the quote fingers because it's not really aggression. That's not how I view it on this character anymore. And to be honest, not on any character, but especially with this character because I play her. Yeah, Chen. Basically, I'm gonna just get to the point. He how Chen plays is instead of always being under the defensive, he sets orbs, and basically what he does is the way I view it is he makes a read, uh, like based off of that orb set. Now it's not gonna be like that all the time because a lot of shit be happening in matches, but I'm hoping that in some of these matches I'm finna watch, I'll be able to actually show what I'm talking about because that's how Chan plays. He sits, and you can view the orb as bait, which is what Jayford Manson said. He knows it's bait as well. Um, uh, but he sets the bait and he has like a predetermined like response. That's how I view it. So I'm gonna start watching. Let me make sure it ain't too loud. Okay. I don't know if you can only hear it right here. So I think what match is this? Okay, so I think these are more recent matches. I will say that the set I really saw him doing this in was like a real old set. But first, I want to say he has space to set, so he set. This is just basic Aoko shit. But we have to consider this is Kohaku, and Kohaku can reach you from distance, like while keeping herself basically safe. Okay, he get the hit. This might not be a good match, but Beta fucked up. He get the hit. Just basic Aoko shit. Just basic Aoko shit. Nothing crazy. Something else I will say about Chen is when he is real aware in the sense that like I feel like oh you're trolling. Yo, get her off screen, bro. Damn, that's annoying, bro. Oh my god. But basically, fucking ass, bro. Okay, fuck. I lost my train of thought. Chan is aware in the sense that he like it's basic Aoko shit, but I feel like it's easy as a C Aoko player, H Aoko player to fall into the trap of overusing rain, which is something I still am trying to learn how to not do. Um, but and I mean Chen still does it too. I think it's hard to not ever use rain wrong sometimes. It's hard to never do that. But Chen is real aware in the sense that he'll like either throw out normals when he is like in that range and not crutch on rain too hard, or he's gonna just block, which I also think is good on these characters on this character because of, like Ciago specifically, because her normals lose to a lot of shit, specifically jump B and jump C, but jump A too. But jump A is like her most dependable button. It's her most trustworthy button. But that's something else I can say about Jen. Hopefully I can get like a good example. Hopefully he do some shit that I can be like. If not, I'm gonna find something. None of my videos really organized. You could say this is an example of that. Orb set into JB, and I'm gonna assume he used JB because it hits higher. But you see, basically, you see how he didn't go orb set into orb set. He did orb set into this air dash jump B. I feel like he wanted jump B to be honest though. Um, but I guess you could say this is an example of him fishing for a hit. I don't know if he read like a jump B or something. I don't think that was the best example, but that happens a lot against his character. Fucking Kohaku, bro. This might not be a good match. Mm. He kind of just cooking beta right now. Is he gonna drop? Mm. Nope, he killed. Okay. Now I could keep going, but I'm kind of trying to just find good examples. He was really doing it to beta here. This is where I recall really seeing it. Beta cleared that. You see, not really said it. Not really said it. You see, he not forcing it. Now I guess you could say this is basic Aoko shit, but I'm more so speaking for me. I um, which I think I knew this shit beforehand, but it wasn't my entire game plan. I this is how I'm gonna play the character from now on. But you can see always orb set after air throw. That he does that a lot. It's like her safest set, so it makes sense. Rather than trying to force it and just regular neutral play when you don't got no advantage. See, like, and then I guess this could be some ring wise shit. That could also be why he plays like this, but it makes sense overall. Orb set into. I'm assuming this was like a counter poke attempt, but you see how he'll sit and then he'll do something. I'm trying to see if I can get the best example. Damn, he getting C Kohaku. Let's see. Probably finna lose this round. Guard break attempt. But you see, he not really said it. You see this shit? And I know it's something small and it's probably basic common sense, but I feel like and this I'm kind of just it's not really uh I don't think this is like the most organized shit I'm doing right now, but it just I wanted to share it because I don't know. Like I think it's important on this character like to know to understand this shit. Not really setting though. You see, using jump A, using jump A again. Jump A, he eventually got a counter hit. No rain, no orb. Aware of the space. And I feel it's basic shit, but I think it's experience too. Cool all shit. Mm. I think using repeat magic after 2-2A. I might just use this set here. I think his first attempt with beta and you are good ways to see. But even shit like this, even shit like this. Hold on. So you see, he did air dash, double air dash back, jump. But and you see right, you see how beta is down here trying to fish with 2C. You see this shit, right? It whiffed. And this is how Chen was already reading this. He was already reading this and he was trying to punish it. I know he was, but he just couldn't make it in time. That's how you got to play this character. Like I think once you're trying to get the high level, once you're trying to beat like really strong opponents, you got to know how to do this. Because if you fall into your autopilot of just setting whenever you feel like it, you're gonna get blown up. Or even doing rain, like this nigga Beta probably was looking for either rain or orb set, or like land into held orb set, some shit like that. And I guess you could say it still went okay for Chen because he ended up getting his turn or winning neutral. I guess he won neutral, but that was like an example of him making a read. Because that's something else I forgot to say. Sometimes it's better to just not set the orb because you know they finna read the orb set. It's basic fighting game shit of just knowing what your opponent is gonna do, but I think it's real important on this character because eventually, once you get your opponent to respect you enough and you make them second guess what you're gonna do, and they start like giving up space and like I guess posturing, that's when you can start setting because they're not doing shit. They're not invading your space. That's when you can start setting up the fort, but you got to get the respect first, which is what Chan is really good at doing. This is also really good. It's basic shit, but not too high up in the air when he do rain. Really low to the ground rain. This is not getting counter hit. You had to go over this shit, which is what he probably tried to do, I guess. Mix up. Mm mm mm. That's real on ring guard. Mm, mm, mm. I mean, I think it's real on PC too. That's funny. I think he fucked up. And then, I mean, this is like I said, it's hard to always play it out because I mean, he sat here. He didn't really make no hard read. But you can see another thing to notice that he isn't trying to fort up. Like it's like he sets and then he kind of just plays. He just plays the neutral out to see what happens. He don't really like. Sometimes he makes a read. Sometimes he sets one orb and then kind of just plays around that just to see what the situation will become. Like, because I feel, and I think this is strong because if you fall into, the autopilot of just trying to set up for it all the time, you might just randomly get counter hit. When you set up an orb and you kind of just playing a neutral now, you're gonna be ready for more shit. You're not gonna be stuck in the animation and just setting a bunch of orbs. Several animations, I guess. Um, you just want to be careful. You don't want to fall into that autopilot. Mhm. And this is a hard matchup for Aoko, by the way. This is an old match. The video I was just on, it had nice air throw. It had several Beta Chan matches, but I feel like Beta was gonna win more. He was playing better in that stream. But they both are still pretty strong right here. I think nothing crazy. He just running pressure now. No neutral. He probably is trying to move that orb and he's not moving. That shit is so cool, bro. And that's another thing about Chen. I think he knows when he about to get a counter hit somewhat, so he be buffering shit. Okay, look, like this. So first of all, Alco, for one, she got the life lead. Two, she just got heated. and she got pushed out. Lively, you push me out. I have space, and you're not coming at me. I'm finna sit. Look at this. You see this? Oh, just jump 8. No jump 9. Just jump 8. Not trying to hit me. Okay, you just standing right there and shit. I'm finna keep setting. You see this shit? This nigga isn't invading his space now. There are no hill doors, but he still is controlling like a decent amount of the screen. But this only happened because this nigga gave him space. Now in this, I wouldn't say Beta is respecting him here. I think Beta just he realized. I mean, by the time he realized what was happening, he couldn't really do shit about it. This ain't really a good example. Cause that was off of him. That was off of Chen getting heated. Shit, this might be long, man. This how I do shit. A lot of low to the ground reigns. Really good. Uh let's see. Basic protecting the space shit. Orb set into dash up. Like it just orb set into play to neutral. You know. This shit is really important. I don't think I'm explaining it well, but it's because I can't explain. He's setting the orb, so he is controlling some space. The opponent does have to approach that shit with some caution, even Kohaku. But it's like you controlling some space, you putting out bait, sort of. It could be bait depending on the spacing and shit, but he sets it plays the neutral. You don't want to. I feel like you don't want to try to just set without your opponent's respect first, because that's when you just start getting blown up and counter hit all the time. Basically, what I'm saying is he isn't autopiloting, really. Nice. That was one match. And you can see Chen is fucking him up. This is an old set though. Beta was actually kind of beating Chen in that last shit. It just this is an actual first to 10, so it's like I kind of want to go back to some earlier matches. I think this was a good one. Just trying to find good examples, and I think I want to look at the Chen versus you set too. Low to the ground rain is really good because this bitch definitely wants to do like 2C to you. Low to the ground rain would probably beat that. 2C definitely could still win. It's all red, green is far as hell from the red, so it definitely could still win. But or set, you see this nigga, you see this is a good example of what I was just saying actually. So Chan orb sets, Beta up backs, up he just does jump 8, protecting the space with rain. Beta is still not invading the space. You can tell he kinda scared. Chen sees this, tries to win neutral with Held Orb. It whiffs. He sets another orb though, because once again, this nigga Beta is not really invading the space. He's just setting because Beta isn't doing anything. But that's because he done already kind of got the respect. And this is probably just from past matches because they done played a lot even before this first 10 probably. And this is probably just because people know how Chen plays. But you see, he just setting. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, see, and then you have shit like this. Now I often wonder, does he have to do shit like this? Because I do this too. Because I get it. 2B is like one of her best ground buttons, but because if you try to do like dash 2A, it might whiff. Realistically, dash 6A is underrated. I think on this character too. But he probably, I muted the video. He probably was making some type of read on like a dash something. So he could have been trying to beat dash 5B. He could have been trying to beat dash 2B. Either way, it's a counter poke. He definitely was trying to counter poke something. Nope, I don't think he was trying to counter poke shit. I actually think he was trying to pin the landing with 2B. Sometimes just trying to win neutral normally. I used to view this as aggression, but this is how you gotta play the character. Otherwise, people just gonna walk over you. But it can't be random. Like you gotta make sense. Nice. Yeah, he finna guard break this nigga. That was only round one. Holy shit. He finna hit him. Mm. Ah, he fucked up too early. Yep. Let's see. He tried the air throw right there. This one nothing crazy, but this is what I've been doing lately too. Not really because of Chen, but I realized this is kind of what you have to do. Pressing buttons early helps on this character, low key. Like in this situation specifically, because people are usually rising with buttons to try to stop you from escaping the corner. So yes, you do have to press early. This is just neutral. Nothing really happening right now. I mean, this is just. This one ain't that early. This is literally only one match. I might have to go even further back. Trying to really just get good examples. But I feel like I have to watch multiple matches, so I think I'm gonna kind of just play them. Or if it rain cover the ground, low to the ground rain, just single up back rain, no double jumps, none of that shit. You can do that, but I think just up back rain is one of her best movements to do rain after to do rain uh out of. That's what happens. And I guess you could say, in a way, this is him fucking up, but you can't play 100% perfect. You see how he set this and he got hit because he just started setting. He didn't really. I guess he just assumed Beta would respect him or wouldn't do this shit. He would respect the space, but no, Beta definitely still did dash 2C, and it worked. This is what I meant when I said. I think I said something about held up earlier, like in the beginning. This is a good example. Can't be 100% perfect. Mm. But now he's setting now quite a few, and it makes sense. This nigga Beta just gave up a lot of ground, and then that's plus 18. 421B is plus 18. Definitely a neutral win. Repeat magic, that's good on H moves. Repeat magic, that's good on H moves, but this nigga is not ES guarder. He's definitely trying to guard break him. Let's go back. Go back to an earlier match. I think they switched sides. Oh, no. I just want to say though, Chen did win this pretty convincingly. I don't know if it was convincingly, but you could tell Chen was playing better. Beta was playing really. He was beating Chen like recently. So Beta is not free. I think Chen would just. I don't know. Trying to get some good examples in this matchup, but I'm probably finna go to the U. Chen versus U first to 10 soon. Damn. Head or set after air throw guaranteed. Shit like that. Shit like that. It didn't work, but this was an orb set into make a re um this wasn't orb set into make a re or like orb set into just playing neutral. This was like, okay, he thinks I'm gonna land, so I'm gonna do once again, this is basic just melty blood shit. This isn't like Aoko specific shit, but in a way it is because people are usually looking for you to like orb set or do rain, which is probably what he was looking for. I think he was looking for rain. He was definitely trying to counter hit something, but Chen was gonna try to punish probably 2C with air dash jump C. And considering that this is basically like shit every character does, the point is just don't fall into auto or autopilot. It's hard, but plus 18. Nice. I need to use that more. I used to just view this as aggression. He literally is just playing ahead of his opponent. That's how he trying to play the character at least. Which is how you always want to play on every character, but I'm speaking like that's how you gotta. Mm. Oh shit. Mm. Probably gonna go to the Chen versus you first attempt. Oh, very cool. Cause I done seen this already. I'm really just looking for good examples. Um, Did, and I mean, you'll see a lot of this shit. Like a lot of the range, they just stop in the two season shit. Like this is why. Like I'm surprised he really didn't try to just air jazz jump see this nigga. You gotta make reads on shit like that. Hmm. Let's see. Seldor runs under. That's something else he does a lot. That's something I think that's the run under game. This shit gets created like when you start doing a lot of low to the ground range. Um, because they realize now they can't really just I don't know like do dash 5V or like they can't just because low to the ground rain is gonna smoke a lot of shit. So people definitely start, and I'm saying this from experience. People start trying to like jump over you a lot. Really good on this character because you able to get space like real fast because of her run. Nice. Mm, nice. You gotta do that sometimes. This bitch holds the corner well. I don't think Chan loses this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember, but bro was not trying to hold that shit. This shit. Okay, he does lose. Okay, this is the last match I'm gonna watch from this, and then I'm gonna go to the Chan versus you first. And even with shit like this, it's basic. And to be honest, maybe it's only me that took so long to realize this shit. Um, but the thing about this shit too is that it was stuff I was already somewhat doing. It just wasn't my whole game plan. It's like I was telling Ryder. It's like a puzzle with missing pieces, or like it was like I had some of the pieces of the puzzle, but not all of them. That's how it felt. But now I think I understand. So I don't know if to the new Alco player this is like common sense to maybe better find game players coming into Multi Blood wanting to play C Alco or H Alco. But it that could be accounted for so many things. Cause who knows? Like this nigga could try to throw. He could try to throw out a 5B. He could try to do like land into 5B. I mean, he could try to do a JB here. He could try to do, and this probably would counter hit him. He could try to do like land into dash 5B. 236 like, and it don't only have to be like air dash jump C or like dash 2B or it can be whatever you think is coming. If you think you set an orb and they gonna try to like jump over it, you know, try to contest them in the air sometimes or run under. Um, and I know, like to be honest, a lot of people probably do this on the Oko anyway, but um, I'm just speaking for like the defensive Okos. Like if you a defensive type of player, you don't want to fall into the trap of just setting over and over again unless they are giving you the space. Cause that's something you Chen don't really be trying to set the fort. It used to trip me out when he do that, but he literally is just aware of the fact that he don't got the space to do it. They in his face. That probably was him trying to pin the landing again. I don't think he's trying to counterpoke shit actually. But look, and you'll see. Look, Beta gives up space. Sit. Those proxies, so they getting hit out, but still giving up space. Probably finna set more. He kind of close now, not sitting. And you can see, I guess you could say, Chen was wrong on his choice or on his what he was accounting for. He wasn't accounting for the right thing at the moment, so he got his choice did not line up with what Beta did. But you see, he kind of just, they both trying to just. I don't know if this would be called scrambling, but he see the space. He see that Bates not really giving him space. He got space or upset. There we go. Shit like this. That's what I've been looking for really. So this is orb set into you see him jump C, but Beta did not do jump C this time. He was accounted for a dash to C, which definitely is what they do a lot because these that definitely would have went under this, and it would have probably caught anything Alco was gonna try to do on the ground on the other side. Like over here, if Alco like landed here and tried to do something, 2C would have smoked that shit. And him being an experienced Alco player, he was accounting for it. He set and he probably saw Beta like approaching before he did it, but that's what he was gonna do. He set and then he did air dash jump C. Low key, I think he was gonna do that shit anyway, but that's what I mean. He was accounting for jump C like way ahead of time. Old me would have been like, why is he doing that? Why is he not trying to set more orbs? This makes way more sense. You gotta do this. This is how you get them to respect your space. Cause then they when you start blowing them up for certain decisions, they stop making them decisions. And those decisions are usually what are stopping the forts. Or that's what's stopping you from setting multiple orders. Once you get them to stop doing that shit, that's when you can do it. Mm, mm, mm. 3C is whack sometimes. Bro. Mm, 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 mm. Come on, Chan. I want him to win this one. I want the match to be longer. Because I'm probably going to go to the Chan versus you shit. Mm, mm, mm. Good. Burst. Throw. Yep. But you see it. It ain't nothing crazy. He see the spacing. He just using his normals. He not trying to use rain or anything. Using jump B. I think he is accounting for some type of air approach when he said orb like this. He either was trying to counter poke or he expected his opponent to just block. Counter hit fishing. He probably finna lose. Oh shit. Hold on, what happened? Mm, 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 mm. Never mind. Yep. Matty Blood. Or shit, let's see. Jump C. Now I don't think he was looking for 5B, but it worked. Either way, you can see that he didn't land into like held orb. He didn't, you know. I think even here 236A would have been okay. Basically, use the orb as bait. What Jeffrey Manson said, or as a decoy. Mm. But I just think Chen is the best at that. I think he is. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, okay. No more. No more of this. Uh, I got decent examples from that. I didn't get it as good. I didn't. They weren't as good as I wanted them to be, but it's okay. Or I don't think I described it as well as I could have. But let's see. It'll probably be more visible in this matchup because this matchup is easier. I guess Chan still think it's kind of hard. He picked F all on one. That's it. Okay. So you see, they close. Or set. Not really focusing on fort. Just playing a nooch. Not sitting. Not sitting. Sit. Just. And I guess sometimes it might not even be reads. Maybe I shouldn't even call them reads. Maybe I shouldn't even said that. Maybe it's just accounting for shit you think. Just accounting for a response. Because the thing about orb set into like 2 3 6 8, this accounts for a few things. This accounts for like an air dash attempt into like button. This accounts for like a dash button. I think the only thing this will lose to is like maybe 2C. Anything that hits low enough to get under this shit. But just not forcing the fort. He see he don't got the space. He not just doing it. Or upset. Mm. And I ain't even gonna front. At times I don't even know what he looking for. Like here, but the point is he's looking for some type of response. I probably should stop repeating myself. If I didn't say this so many times, it's probably understood now. Like he might have been like after this orb set, ain't no telling. He might have been looking for like here. He probably trying to answer here maybe the super jump. I mean, he was trying to what I said. He was probably trying to answer here the super jump. Yeah, he not really forcing it because Yan later on in the set, Yan does start giving up space, which is when Chan starts setting. Obviously, I don't think Chan thought it was enough. He switched to FR girl, but it did start happening, which is usually your reward for actually doing this shit. You actually can set now. Well, I guess I shouldn't say your reward, but it's like now you actually had the space to run your shit. And then sometimes, like, I don't know, you can use they response to the proxy orb to set like another orb, like a held orb. You see this? It only happens like this. Look, orb set. He gave up ground. He stopped, gave up ground, gave up. Chance still see he got space. Held orb. He finna make him block that probably. Oh, he backed up. We got the triple jump range. This is okay once you got the fort set up. Most alcos know this. Like we know this already, but this is I'm just kind of making this shit for new alcos. Eventually, once you like need it, hopefully, if it ever get to you. But this is okay because the fort is protecting you. So even if you land and like they can't just punish you for doing that. So, but as you can see, the game slowed down a lot because he was able to set up that fort. Now it's back to just regular play because now that he don't got the fort no more. Select. Oh shit. Select being accounted for. I wouldn't say he was looking for anything there. You just got hit by orb. He was running out of time though, so he really didn't have a choice. He had to kind of just play. I know what match I like. Hold on. I know exactly. Is this? Because I think he switched here after this one. And you can do this on F Alco too. You can do this. This shit applies to F Alco as well. It applies to every character, but in regards to words, it just yeah, it's so much going on. Hold on. Tick. Run under. Yep. Rain. You see how you jumped over? Run under. Like this. This is what happens. It's that low to the ground. Rain. And also, cause it's the low to the ground rain, and also like just having orbs on that level, they want to get over them. Usually, that's what players will do. They'll try to just get over the orbs and get to you. It's annoying, you know. And then usually once you get to space, you can do shit like that. You set in orbs. They scared to really contest your space, so you able to set this, and that shit will for you. Plus 18, by the way. Chen tried to see if he could win neutral with that. Bro could not get a combo because of orb. Yeah, like look at the movement. Holy shit. A lot of low to the ground or like I mean a lot of low to the ground rain. This ain't this is just good. And then it's like because you is so high trying to get over it because he's not trying to like get hit by it. Just give Chen time to run under. I don't know if Chen is trying to air dash or if he really is protecting the space with jump B, but I think he trying to actually protect the space with jump B low key. Some of this is basic melty blood shit like up back. I mean up forward jump A. Like that's just orb set into you see shit like this orb set into jump A. And the thing about this shit is I think you can do this on any character. Like let's say I don't know Ryogi. Let's say you air dash back, and every time you like air dash back and you full screen, you throw knife. Niggas might try to super jump at you. Yo bait is knife throw basically. You baiting them with knife throw. So um you gon' I don't know do up forward some type of button. You know, it's like on Naoko, it's just more important because when you play like this, when you are punishing them for thinking you finna play a certain way around the orb, it I guess in a way it's making them second guess they self hesitate, give up space, posture. Basically just respecting your space, giving you the space to set up, and then you can start pushing the fort towards them and just win neutral like that. Or if you got the life lead, you can just play slow as hell, but because you got the fort set up. But it all comes from accounting for multiple things, you know. Heldor set after air throw guaranteed. Plus, yep. Hmm. Probably is accounting for 2C. They both accounting for each other. Fighting games are cool. Mm, 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 mm. Guarantee it. Heldor set. He probably is trying to move that orb, but he can't. He definitely was trying to move that orb. I know this feeling. But okay, I got distracted. You see, he said this Heldor U is not really doing anything. He's giving up space actually, setting up. Okay, now you can kind of be aggressive. The fort not really there no more. Okay, look. Heldorf set dash 6A. He definitely was accounting for, I don't know, maybe a whip. He did dash 6A. He was accounting for something. Cause I do this too. I usually do this when I sit and I know people finna try to dash in on me. Whether it's because they finna try to get under the orb to hit me or whatever the fuck they finna do. I'm trying to counter poke them. Stop that shit. Mix it up cheap. This is also just basic multi shit. I think when your normals might lose, especially depending on the character you play, it's better to just block sometimes. You don't want to always be blocking in there. Sometimes you want to be throwing out normals most of the time, I think, just to protect your space. But it's kind of hard on characters like Oko because of her normals. They aren't horrible. They low key just real situational. Like Jump A is literally her best air button, like in terms of protecting space. Jump C is a jump in. Jump B is like real specific because it hit. It's supposed to really hit people that's like high up. Mm-mm. Yep, not setting. He see the space. See you still really giving him space, not really being too aggressive. So he said 236A. 236A account for a lot of things. You just gotta be careful. Is she is good? Hold on. Oh, nice. You want to use Rain and 236A in tandem. See the space. Yep. Got space again. And sometimes he can't really do anything. He can't make reads because these are only proxies. Like he can't really do anything. So all he could do was block right here. Did he lose this round? Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, he lost. Even shit like this. But this is, I guess, maybe this is just basic shit. But it's like, it's because I spent so long falling into the trap of like just setting. And to be honest, I kind of want to show some Jeffrey Manson gameplay to see, so I can show like low key. Hold on. Even shit like this, which he probably just was trying to win neutral, but maybe not. I don't know why you would be trying to win neutral with 6A. You're usually trying to hit people when you do that. uh, you see what the run unders lead into? They lead into more of this. And you see, this is the hard part. You is not really committing too hard to anything. So this is why it's playing out like this. He don't want to get counter hit by these orbs. Alco is fucked up sometimes, man. He fucked up the mix. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. And then, like I said, sometimes he'll set and he'll just play. He don't always make hard reads. Sometimes he'll just set and play. But I think another thing to consider too, you're seeing a lot more orbs here because he does not have to be as what's the word, methodical, or he don't got to be as like careful. That's we'll just say careful. He don't got to be as careful with his orb sets because her normals aren't as big. She has whip and she has 2C, and I think she got. No, I think it's whip and 2C that ass, and maybe 5C. But overall, her normals are small, and to hit, she actually has to get in. Kohaku can do shit to you from like dead ass, probably this distance, dead ass. That's low key why orders are getting set more too. But I think you adapted eventually, and you know Chen eventually switched. Probably finna lose this. Yeah, you probably finna lose. Yeah. Okay. I think I pretty and it's other shit like run unders and shit like that. But I think just that's just like a byproduct of like doing low to the ground reigns and like just basically how Chan is playing. I feel like if run unders is like a natural part of the character because people usually end up trying to jump over your orders, jump over rain. Um, some people just like to be aggressive that way. They want to get in like that. But I'm pretty much done. But I do kind of want to like show one more thing. Now I respect Jeffrey, and to be honest, well, not to and to be honest, anything. I respect Jeffrey, I do, but and I don't know if this is because I'm trying to understand this, and I love how Jeffrey played. This is how I wanted to play the character, and I still think she can be played this way if the opponent is letting you. But let's see. Okay, well let's use this for example. No, not him, not him. We're actually, you know what? Fuck it. That's fine. That's fine. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So we got Jeffrey Manson versus Anpan or Anpan. I think it's Anpan. Now we gonna see a difference in gameplay. You can already see Jeff is not really trying to, and I don't know if this is just because I don't understand the gameplay, and also because this is first to one, so some of these losses may not be too big of a deal because this is first to one. First to one is fucked up. But you can see, like, and I guess you could say in his own way, he's doing the same thing, just not as committal. He usually opts for just set a lot of orbs. To be honest, like set, get space. Well, no, hold on. Actually, you can see his awareness too. But I guess I mean he kind of messed up right here. But you can see his awareness too. He's not really setting, but he is kind of crouching on rain a lot, which I understand. That's unfortunate. Mm. They played pretty different, uh, in my opinion. And I probably just don't understand how he plays completely yet. Maybe one day I will, but you can see like Chen probably. I'm not gonna lie, Chen probably would have been trying to like jump see that shit, or I doubt he would be doing this as much. Probably just a lot of protecting the space in the air with jump A, setting orbs, playing a nooch. But Jeff, he opts for this a lot, or he opted for this a lot back then. He'll just set up or so where you can't really get to him for real. Uh, he just threatened 236A a lot high up in the air, and honestly, it's a good strategy once you got the fort set up. It is because uh, what are they gonna do if you at triple jump height with orbs on the ground protecting you, right? And this is another example. He actually praying. I mean, Jeff plays good. It just I see like how I used to play sometimes, and like specifically like two of the matches. This is how I wanted to play, but I know the pain that comes with this playstyle. But then again, I always gotta like put respect on them. I probably just don't understand. It just the way Chan plays made so much sense to me. It didn't make sense to me back then, but it makes a lot of sense to me now. But basically, this is the same shit Chen does. Same shit in the air, moving. You probably think I'm finna land and try to like do rain or try to do orb set. Nah, I'm finna fucking jump see you, bro. Gave up ground, basic shit. And then I wonder, is Jeff just better at keeping niggas out than Chen? Right? Is he just better? Hold on. How long have I been recording? Jeez, bro. Okay. Jeez. I'm gonna get to the point. This long as hell. But you can also see too, he timed this nigga out, which Chen does as well. Chen also times out, but I feel like Jeff is not really trying to really hit them too much. Like I think he just trying to set up and like just do chip and like win neutral orbs. Not really committing too hard to anything. No dash 2Bs, no dash 6As, no dash, no air dash jump Cs, really. And it looked pretty good right here until like, hold on, cause he is really good at setting up the fort, like really good. He does it fast. But I think this is, like even shit like this, like he's, and I don't know. All respect to Jeff, cause like sometimes I wonder how he would have been had he kept playing. He stopped playing. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a limit to how long you could record. I'm finna be done soon though. This longer, way longer than I meant for it to be. I don't think I did too good of an idea analyzing this, but you can. It should be pretty easy to see the difference in how they play. Um, Jeff definitely wants to, I guess, put the orbs out of neutral. He will put them out. He will. He will get them out. That voice correct. And it could just sometimes I wonder what where these players just not at the level yet to just know. But I think literally this is the day before the next match I want to show, and then I want to show one more match. So this is 2016 December 23rd. See Sasuke, same character, right? Same character. He won, right? Now let's go to this. This is literally the next day, I think, if I remember correctly. Fucking ass, bro. Let me see. 2016 December 24th, literally the next day. So it's not like it's been a long time or like the game plan has changed that much. It's literally the same. Okay. This is Moa. This is not Ampon. This is Moa. So he sits, and this is when it becomes not so simple. You can't just sit on your opponent. This is when I feel like you need to play like Chen. Ampon was not doing this. You can see Moa is already trying to like make reads on what he kind of knows how to do with this shit. And that is a hit grab. It cleared that shit. It cleared orb. Bitch ass. Sasuke did not get counted here right there. That's just melty blood. I don't really want to speak on that. But you could just see Moai's on his ass. Moai's on his ass. But that was her buns are just good as fuck. And I tried. This is kind of fucked up because it's C Sasuke, but he just played C Sasuke and he did really well. And it's first to one. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if um Jeff beats Moai several times. I wouldn't be surprised. But it's like, and this ain't really the shit on Jeff. This is just to show, to be honest, what it's like when you fighting people at high level, that kind of know how to deal with the character. Really, this is just how I think I this is how I think this is how I have been thinking I should play, and what I think you naturally encounter as like an alcohol player once you start getting better. Like you start encountering people that know how to deal with how you gonna play, so you have to start reading that shit and playing ahead of them, trying to at least. You see, he can't really get the fort up. You see, he can't really do it. Boom. You can't just do that shit. And then it's like some of these situations, it's like Ampon had meter too. He could have did the same thing. Look at this shit. Moao on his ass. Unlucky. This character's so cheap. That wasn't cheap, but like fuck C Sasuke, bro. Cheap. That shit is I'm like yo, ring walk. And this character is like a real extreme case, okay? But you can see it was a lot of like from a while, a lot of answers to a lot of the shit. And I think what happened literally was that Jeff was still trying to run his usual game plan, which to be fair is first to one. Who knows? This might have been Moai first. I mean, Jeff first time playing Moai. I don't fucking know. But you can see his usual game plan did not work. Now, if we go to, I got another match. It's just not as extreme of a case because it's not Sasaki. Sasaki is cheap. First to one on ring wide. That bitch is unfair. Okay. Um. I had to upload this in parts. Um. Okay, so this is Yuhi, one of the best in Japan apparently. I believe it. But you can already see Jeff is in the corner trying to run his usual game plan. Yuhi is not committing super hard, not rushing him, just holding the corner with fucking 5V and ice, I guess. Onion lets be hitting me with that shield too. It's mad predictable. I begin shielded too. Mm. Oh, he couldn't get the fort set up. I don't even remember how he got hit. He got shielded, I think. You see this? You see this? Yuhi is still not really. You see, he got pressure. He get pushed out, not forcing it too hard. Cleared that. Cleared that. Just block that. Like, come on, playing really well around this shit. And I actually have one more match to show. Actually, cause Chen played Yuhi. Now it was recently, so obviously Chen has been getting better because he continued to play the game while Jeff didn't. Um, it's way longer than I meant for it to be. But you can see Jeff is trying to do his usual shit. It isn't working. It isn't working. Mm, 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 mm. And it's usually just because wow, this character is usually like Yuhi just holding the corner. Usually, he pushed out. He not finna try to force this shit. He got the life lead, and Jeff was aware of it here. He just fucked up. He just fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. His jump C didn't come out, but nah, jump A came out late as hell. But you can see here he kind of knew. He was like, okay. So I guess I think obviously, but I will say. So let me run it back. Jeff's F Alco, he plays like Chen on F Alco, but I think it makes more sense to play that way on F Alco for him because he don't got range. He plays like Chen um on F Alco, or rather than saying like Chen, he plays making anticipating responses basically more rather than trying to force fort and do like a lot of ors and shit. He plays anticipating like responses on F Alco more so than he does on C. But you can see it was just a lot of Yuhi not really overcommitting to shit, and he won. Uh, Oh my god, an hour and five, bro. Jeez, that's crazy. Um, okay, probably one more match, and I just want to go to Chen versus Yuhi. And once again, all respect to Jeff. It's just really this is coming. I'm kind of frustrated too because this is coming from a place of confusion. Because I wonder if I just don't understand him, or if I'm right, and maybe it was just he stopped playing, so he didn't, you know. Because I feel like the people he was able to play how he played against, they didn't know how to fight her. Not, but I mean, Japan has always been strong, and I don't want to sound ignorant, you know what I'm saying? But and I'm not shitting on Jeff because he is the OG and he is strong. He probably would beat me, but it's just this was the really. It's not even about them two. It's more so about how you got to play when people know how to fight the character. That's basically the point. You got to know how to fight people when they know how to fight the character. And I think Chen knows how to fight people when they played it when they know how to fight the character. That's pretty much it. White Land. Cause look, we have literally one Yuhi match with Chen, and Chen won. So it'll be a, and this is how long ago was this? This was 1 year ago, so obviously it's much more recent. Chen done had way more time to learn. Jeff stopped playing. Chen continued to play. Yuhi continued to play too, though, so he only got stronger. I think he continued to play, but okay. Or said accounting for you see this, not really trying to set already putting out the 226As because like we saw Yuhi's just gonna try to hold the corner. Kind of hit by orb. Jump, then want to get thrown. Melty blood shit. See white lens shit. Shit like this. Shit like this. This is shit I noticed. See, shit like this back then would have bothered me, but no, he's literally just reacting to the ice shit. He's trying to punish his shit. He does this against H Land too when she sets cat. He just didn't make it in time. Covering the ground with rain. Just covering the ground. Setting. Looking for shit. And he isn't like even when he do shit like this, jump into the air. This literally like this is just playing neutral. You just feeling it out. Like I can't explain it. I know what I mean. The alcohol players know, bro. Got it hit. And to be fair, he was losing that round, but you could already see like what I was talking about. He's accounting for future shit. Already has a response prepared. Or he has a response prepared, but he thinks they're gonna do this, so he responds. Like he isn't trying to set Ford up because he knows the opponent knows. Like they know what Alcos want to do. They know what she wants to do. Goes to the corner, gets out of the corner. Does not try to continue setting up for it. Sees he's cornering and probably gonna try to leave again. Yep. Look at that. Shit like this. And that was very close. That was very close. Orb set into super jump. He got really close to all like I think Yuhi recovered so he gave it up. But you see how close he was to actually hitting him, right? Mm-mm. Get confirmed. Good correction. And you can see he can kind of once again he can set up. He can set up because Yuhi is not really, you know what I'm saying, not really invading the space. Or set. He see you he gave up space, setting up Heldorp, trying to win neutral with this shit. But even if he didn't, he has it now. You see this shit? And this is all because Yuhi now knows. Um, does he now know actually? Like what led up to this? I'm actually curious. Encroaching upon his space. You peep, like he's encroaching upon this nigga's space. Not giving up ground, because if he gave up ground, then Yuhi would start gaining it. I'm actually learning something too. Not giving up ground. He got this bitch cornered. Um, Brain farted. But yeah, you can see they moving. I think he managed to get under. He had hella space, so he chose to set up. And Yuhi, I think he expecting aggression from Chen. But Chen sees he has the space to set this. Probably, and he has the life lead. He doesn't really have to commit too hard to anything. And he isn't. He isn't. Lost Heldor. Let's see. You see shit like this. Shit like this. Orb set. This Lin was dashing in. He read this, and they clashed. They clashed. But had he like been retreating, he might have just got it like straight hit it. He might have got a straight hit. Or who knows, had he tried to do like rain or who you know what I'm saying? Like you can see it. Again, accounting for the dash. Not trying to set the just making reads and neutral, bro. Same person. Same person. Uh, Same person, like, dude. Is he gonna do the mix? He is not doing the mix, he's just getting a corner. Playing really and he also is timing out. I feel like you naturally end up timing out too. Like he not yeah. Yeah, like okay, that's enough. Because I really been recording way longer than I intended. But hopefully, like this was like the word be coherent. Hopefully, this was coherent enough. Hopefully, this was just good enough, for maybe a future CRO to understand. But it's also for fun for me because I really have been wanting to share this. Um, Once again, not shitting on Jeff. I kind of just was using Jeff as an example of like this is how cause Jeff he reminds me of myself literally probably like a week ago or like two. I wouldn't say that like maybe early when I started playing. That's how I envisioned I would play. That is how. But I think how Chen plays, that's just experience. He knows people know how to fight the character. Okay, I'm done. Hopefully this helps somebody. If not,